speech today is about egoism. I will start by, first of all, finishing one task. I will say transmitir. Okay? I hope that I will transmitir my message. So I started to think about the thing about egoism, and I went to search about the definition. The definition that I found, which is a simple one here, it says someone who is full of himself and doesn't give a darn about other people. Egoism means me, me, me. Now, I would like to know here in the crowd, who thinks that egoism is a bad thing, is a bad aspect? Who thinks it's a good aspect? Everybody has an opinion. So I'll start by talking about egoism and what it means to me. From my perspective, egoism is comes from the survival. It's a basic instinct of survival. Egoism teaches us what is good for us. And by that way, reflecting on what is good for us, we also know what is good for other people. Now, if I reflect on the definition saying me, 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 there's a small public that comes to my mind. And they are children. So when I look at my two kids, it's all day. All day, who's the one that has the more liquid in their cup? Who's the one that goes first to wash their hands? Who's the one that each one of them wants to be better than the other, wants to have more than the other, and it's a struggle all day. She's saying yes, so she knows what I'm saying. So this is all about me, 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 and me. Now, 2 weeks ago, I went to a conference. It was in Lisbon. It's called the Explorers Festival. And this guy, Jean-François Clairvoy, he came and talked about how it feels to be an astronaut, and he explained what's the process there. So there was one specific question that they asked him. They asked him what was one thing that you can tell us that a normal person will not feel or will not know about. And this was his answer. His answer is, we do not realize how fragile and how connected we are until we are that far away. So what I wanted to say about that is it caused me to reflect and to put things together and to try and, let's say, weigh two different public. One, if we look at a person that lives in a small farm, he never went out of this farm, he lived all his life in this farm, and you go and have a conversation with this person, it takes a specific route. This route is a little bit limited. It's not, it doesn't reflect all the horizons. It doesn't reflect, as opposed to a different person that has traveled to other countries and seen other cultures. And when you talk to a person that has traveled around, you notice that there is more affection, more cultural, let's say, consideration, because they have experienced these other cultures, and they can adapt their conversation to these to the specific culture. And when we talk about an astronaut, well, he's been the furthest away. He saw the planet as a ball, and he felt that it was that fragile that everything that one person does, it affects the other. Now, during this Explorers Festival, there was another speaker. I presume you know him, Garrett McNamara. Now, Garrett was asked also a question. Garrett, after he became famous, he started doing lots of activities, helping people, helping other schools, and being more out there for the society. So they asked him one question about how it made him feel. His answer was the magnitude of the good feeling that he gets for helping other people made him feel somehow guilty. And this also started nagging at my brain. Why does he feel guilty about doing good? And what I figured out is that maybe it's a new feeling that he's having. It's something that he didn't know before. Something that why when I help somebody else, I feel that good? And am I doing it for me to feel good, or am I doing it to help? So there comes a conflict of why am I doing it? I'm doing it for the other person, or is it for me? But when I do it for the other person, I gain more. So this is the guilty feeling that I think about. And this good feeling of doing good, it can make you high. You can get like it's like a junkie. And who best knows about that other than Mother Teresa? Mother Teresa did lots of good stuff, and every person she helped, she probably felt better, and she was high on that. So Mother Teresa is our junkie today.
Wow.
So let's summarize. First of all, I talked about egoism as for children, and how we need to embrace egoism for the children. Because what happens is when you have egoism and you add on education and expansion of horizons, and you give it one try, you add to it the experience, then you will have egoism reloaded.